Hi guys, so I am awake from early today and dressed and ready because I had an interview this morning with people from the Curable app just to hear about my story because I've had a lot of success using that app with getting my movement back and my pain under control. Today I am hanging out with my son Trent.
Hi.
He's 11. He's home today because he has the flu. So he's not, well, he's very happy looking, but he has actually been very sick. So we're just kind of hanging out and watching movies and stuff, but I also have to go to hospital today. It's about a half-hour journey away, so it's a little bit exhausting for me, but I've got physio, so I've got to do that. And then later on tonight, my daughter has debating, and normally I would have to take, well, I wouldn't have to, but Dan would take Trent to sports practice this afternoon, but we won't have to do that today. So yeah, Wednesdays is always very busy for us. We have to do so much and the afternoons are crazy, so today's one of those days where we'll have one of our meals from in the freezer.
Yeah.
Do you reckon shepherd's pie or lasagna?
Yeah, it's shepherd's pie.
The child has spoken. It will be shepherd's pie.
Or like half of shepherd's pie and like half of lasagna.
That sounds actually disgusting. We're not going to do that.
Just shepherd's pie.
Yeah, we'll do just shepherd's pie.
That's a good idea.
Yeah. Alright, well, wish us luck.
Yeah.
Say bye.
Bye.
Well, I wouldn't have to, but Dan would take Trent to sports practice this afternoon, but we won't have to do that today.
Yeah.
So yeah, Wednesdays is always very busy for us. We have to do so much and the afternoons are crazy, so today's one of those days where we'll have one of our meals from in the freezer.
Yeah.
Do you reckon shepherd's pie or lasagna?
Yeah, it's shepherd's pie.
The child has spoken. It will be shepherd's pie.
Or like half of shepherd's pie and like half of lasagna.
That sounds actually disgusting. We're not going to do that.
Just shepherd's pie.
Yeah, we'll do just shepherd's pie.
That's a good idea.
Yeah. Alright, well, wish us luck.
Yeah.
Say bye.
Bye.
Hello. So we are now on the way to my hospital appointment for physio, and Dan has taken the day off work. Hi Dan. So that we can do this because obviously I can't drive. And it's a long drive, so I usually by the end of it am pretty sore and a bit stiff. So we usually do things like bringing a heat pack with me, even though by the end of the journey it's not very hot anymore, but that usually helps. And then normally I would then rest for the afternoon, or at least I'll rest all day tomorrow. So yeah, just try and find a bit of balance. So I'm exhausted and they're laughing because they were just fighting, and I told them to stop because they're so annoying. So annoying. So annoying.
We're not so annoying, Naomi is.
They both are. Anyway, we are off for Naomi's debating. Oh, that way.
And this is my first time ever going to her debating.
Cool. It's not about you, buddy.
Okay.
Anyway.
I'm just kidding.
Anyway, so we're off to Naomi's debating, which is a perfect thing for her because she's fantastic at arguing. So she may as well put those skills to good use. Anyway, what I was actually going to film about was, in order to get there, I've got my heat pack. And I also have like water and like Nurofen and Panadol and stuff on me. And I also have my wheelchair, and because it's out of school, I've rung ahead and made sure that like there's wheelchair accessibility. So they've made sure that her debates are on the lowest floor so that we can get there, as there's no lift. Well, actually, there's a lift that they use as storage, which is pointless. So, yep. Wish her luck. So annoying. So I'm home, I'm in bed, I'm so
absolutely exhausted. She won her debate, yay! It was pretty good actually, to get out of the house and stuff, but it was also a real pain because they moved the classrooms and then like there was not really very good access with the wheelchair and stuff, but they ended up like catering for us and moving classrooms, and you know they're great, but it's just I kind of hate being that person that you have to move everything for. Yeah, I'm just so exhausted I can't even put thoughts together really. But that was my day, so it doesn't seem like a lot to someone who's abled, I guess, but even for someone with FND, like what I've achieved today is actually quite huge, really. I remember days where I used to spend all day in bed and I would go, sorry, itchy nose, I would go sometimes up to a week without even being able to have enough energy to shower assisted, let alone on my own. And yeah, I just feel like I'm kind of kicking goals at the moment, even though I just wish I still did have a bit more energy than what I do. But I guess it's just really important to remember, like if you've been in a worse way, just to remember how far you've come and just celebrate those little wins and milestones as you go along. And that's all you can really do. But at least I'm seeing some improvement, when before it felt like all I was doing was watching me get worse and worse and having no idea what to do to kind of help myself. So yeah, hopefully with a bit more information available to people, you know, a lot more people start seeing positive results and gains. But you know, I think it's really important that you have a medical team that has a real interest in FND for starters. Otherwise it just, I don't know, I just don't think that you just get the same sort of support. I've had neurologists that aren't passionate about FND, and it really comes across. A lot of them just think that it's, even if they recognize it as a condition that's, you know, not necessarily in your head, they don't necessarily see how much they can do to help. Like they think that it's purely self-led, and while a lot of progress is, you know, you doing things and you talking to your brain and you retraining your brain, there's still a lot of support that they can provide. So I'm really hoping to see some changes in that for people in the future, because I went through so many neurologists before I got one that is actually supportive, and I'm getting great results because of that. So yeah, that's me done for today, and I'll probably sleep until like God knows what time. Well, my son's still 6, so I'm sure he'll wake me up. Lucky me. Alright, good night.